The one thing I wish I'd known before becoming a father, I think the excitement of becoming a father is the unknown. I don't think there is anything that I wished that I had information on before Road came along and Harley came along. I like the fact that it was all a surprise. I didn't want to know what sex they were when they were born. I didn't want to know if it was a boy or a girl. I like the surprises along the way. And also, when you become a parent, you have all these ideas about how you're going to treat your kids as they get older, along the way. But as you get to those points, it always changes. So I actually like the surprises. What's the one lesson that I've passed on to my kids?
Yeah, what is it?
I think it would be every time you do something good, you have to stand back and breathe the moment in. Because, I spent a long time in my youth thinking about where I was going and not standing back to enjoy the success. And I think that's the bit that I would like to pass down to you. And we talk about it a lot, right? Stand back and breathe it in is what I always say. And I think that's a lesson I taught myself and I want to hand down.
I think the main thing that I've learned from my dad is probably the fact of always giving someone the benefit of the doubt. I think it's the main thing. I think that's one of the best qualities about you is that you're so not the type of guy to judge someone or to, you will always give someone the time of day and, giving someone the opportunity to speak and put their personality across and not judging them on first impacts. I think that is the main thing that I've always kind of taken from my dad.
What keeps me up at night about parenting, nothing nowadays. Now the guys have grown up and they've got their own places. But it's a funny thing, right? If they ever come to stay in my house and they go out to the pub and they don't come home till about 11:30, I revert back to being the parent when they were just 4 years old and you start worrying about them again. Now, most parents will tell you the same thing. And that really happens. And
Christmas Eve is a nightmare.
It's the oddest thing, and because I'm phoning you up saying, shall I pick you up? Shall I come round? And all of a sudden you start, in my head, you're 10 years old again. And that's the only time I think I lie awake at night is when he stays at my house.
See, I would say that's true and I would believe you, but Mum tells me all the time that no matter what it is that I mention to her, whether it's something to do with my house, it can be as simple as the windows not shutting properly, that she's like, Dad's freaking out about the window. He's got up in the middle of the night. Oh, she's thinking about Rose's window. Oh, God, he must be cold. Is he cold? Is there a breeze? Like,
yeah, I do worry.
I know that you do that.
But when you're a parent, you never stop worrying. That's the thing, You don't just because you're grown up.
You worry more about, like me and Harley more than Mum.
No, I worry about all three of you exactly the same.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying that is your thing. Like, I know for a fact.
But when you grow up, when you get to being 57 and you've got two grown-up kids, you will worry about your family.
I know, but it's those things, It's nice. It's a nice thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just, at the end of the day, you worry about my boiler more than me.
Yeah, that's right. Is it working?
Yeah.
All right.
I think it was really important for us to choose to come to the Royal Albert Hall today. Because I think as a family we've shared a lot of moments here, and I think our family life revolves around music beyond belief.
This, for me, I've played her a few times on that stage. Once when I was a kid, when I was about 20 years old with Spandau, and then back in 2009, I think we played here. And for me, this is the best music venue in London, bar none. When you come here, it's a special evening, it's a special occasion. And no matter who you're singing, every time you go to see a gig nowadays, you put your jeans and your T-shirt on, your leather jacket. You come here, you go smart. Yeah. And that's what's special about it.
Yeah. I gained so much inspiration from both my parents as a whole. My mum is a very tough character and she gets through the most incredible things and, will be able to, articulate herself so well whilst getting through really tough family moments. But also when I look at my dad, and the thing that I think that I draw inspiration from the most from my dad, because it's something that I must have experienced when I was 3 to 5. I still find it shocking that, and I know it's weird for me to talk about it, but the fact that he went from being 16 years old, being one of the biggest bands on the planet, to acting, and then being hit by 2 brain tumours, and then coming out of that and still having a smile on his face and still being known as one of the nicest guys in this industry. And that's something I feel like I can never live up to. But
I'm sure you can, bro.
But I like that. But that's
there's one
not
bit
the
of it you want to give a miss.
No,
though.
but that's the thing. That's the thing. Like that's I think for me is the most inspirational story I could ever have, and I'm just lucky enough that person is the person that's closest to me, and it's my best mate. Because I've never met someone more positive and less negative about the world than my dad. There you go.